And now to update the current situation in South Africa, today we are connected with Bapak Muhammad Suraji Parwito, Indonesian Consulate General in Cape Town, South Africa. Good morning, Paji.
Very good morning.
Thank you so much for being here with us directly right here in Jakarta for the Sea Morning Show. Pa, can you please elaborate and tell us the current situation there regarding the Omicron variant transmission?
Yes, thank you. South Africa in general, Cape Town in particular, is in normal condition as per COVID-related normality. However, the Western Cape confirmed on Tuesday that it had identified 15 cases of the Omicron variant in the province. There has been an increase in patients testing positive for coronavirus infection. 10 days ago, 30 cases a day, but this week, 100 cases a day. So given the high transmissibility of this variant, it underlines the importance of vaccination and hope it would encourage people who are still hesitant to get their vaccines because President Ramaphosa, in his speech on Sunday, called for everyone to get vaccinated.
Good morning, Paji. Paul here. First of all, thank you for joining us. I know it's 1 a.m. where you are, so we do appreciate the call. Are there any specific directives from the government for Indonesians that are currently living there?
No, other than the travel ban, I cannot speak on behalf of the Indonesians living here, but the general feeling here is they could understand the measures taken by the government of Indonesia. I haven't heard of Indonesians who got infected with Omicron, but we keep close contact with fellow Indonesians and to report as soon as they feel the symptoms. The consulate also issued announcement to closely monitor governments of Indonesia regulations as well as South African regulations.
Right, yes, Paji, Karina here, good morning. Thank you for joining us, Pa. And we understand that the local government increases vaccination to prevent the Omicron variant transmission. Could you please tell us about this a little more and how can Indonesians access vaccination there?
Well, in fact, there has been some hesitancy in some elements of the society here in South Africa because the so-called quote-unquote fake news by the Minister of Health, South African Minister of Health. So that's why all the more so it's becoming more important because of the mutation and this Omicron variant.
Yeah.
For those to be vaccinated. So the vaccines are actually free. Even we have here Indonesian seamen, 400 Indonesian seamen, seasonal, working here. I encourage them to get vaccinated. So it's very easy. They just go to vaccine centers and they get vaccinated. So actually, the government of South Africa is trying to reach out more unvaccinated areas.
Right, great.
As easy as that, right, Paji? You go to the vaccination center and then you get your jab. Now, there is some news also circulating in the news outlet now. A lot of developing world is lack of vaccine, but that has not been the main issue in South Africa. Even though for several months now, supply there has been outstripped demand, and in late November, it's stated right here that the South African government has asked Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer to delay the delivery of vaccine because they had too much stock. Is this true, Paji?
Yeah, that's true. Because of that vaccine hesitancy in some elements of society. So it is a tough job. Not only hesitancy, but also access. Because some people who live in rural areas, they have difficulty in transportation to get to the nearest vaccine centers.
Right. So infrastructure issues, logistic-wise and whatnot, has contributed to vaccine stockpiled because people are they can't get to the center for vaccination.
Right. So Paji, what is basically right now as the vaccines are being rolled out? What is currently the protocol status around the area so to prevent the citizens from getting infected?
Well, they have been applying level 1 lockdown. It's the impose a level of lockdown in general, but they also applying curfew from 12 a.m. until 4 a.m. And also we need to have like a vaccine passport. Like in Indonesia, you cannot go to the mall if you don't show a proof of vaccines. Uh, and then, of course, unlike in Indonesia, um, they impose fines. If you're
Okay.
not wearing mask in public areas, you get fined 1,500 rand, or equivalent to 1,500,000 rupiah.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is very effective in enforcing the social distance, and also not in a large gathering, especially indoor gathering.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And with all the health protocols that is implemented by G, we understand that Gauteng is one of the provinces with the most Omicron cases. Can you tell us how many Indonesians live in the area?
In general, in South Africa, around 300. In Cape Town, 150. But Cape Town is quite far from Gauteng. Gauteng is where the capital city Pretoria is located. It's about 18-hour drive. So most of the cases this week, 2,800, 80% is contributed by Gauteng, 5% by Western Cape. Of the 5% positively identified in Tuesday, 15 cases of Omicron.
Correct. No, Pa G, thank you so much for all these insights straight from Cape Town, South
Very
Africa.
most welcome.
It is our honor to have this. Hopefully, we have more time in the next time for having more in-depth talks with you, discussing the issue of Omicron and how are the Indonesian citizens there, and hopefully you and your team, and of course, to all Indonesian citizens in South Africa are all well and also safe, and especially during this hard times. Thank you very much, Pa G, for your time.
Thank you very much. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Bapak, selamat pagi. And